Roshni Rai is an ultra marathoner, attorney, and author who's the founder of Run with Roshni Foundation. It supports underprivileged Gurkha runners aiming to unleash their potential on the global stage. Her journey from a non-athlete to an international marathoner and founder of an NGO is a statement to her resilience and her dedication to making a difference. And we're really glad to have her here with us today. Roshni, first of all, it really is wonderful to have you here today. And I just want to start with, how did you get started in running? Because you were not an athlete to start with, and you became a runner. How did that begin?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Simons. Namaste and good evening to all who are joining from India, and good morning to all who are joining from different time zone and where it is morning. So, I was never an athlete, never into any kind of sports. I did my first half marathon in Mumbai when I was already 27 years old. I had gone to Mumbai for doing masters in law from Mumbai University. So there I saw lots of hoardings, advertisement hoardings for Mumbai Marathon 2007 at the end of 2006. So I went there in 2004. 2004, 5, 6 was very, very busy schedule for me. I was doing my masters and I was practicing law in a legal firm. So after completing my masters, I felt like I had some free time. So I was looking around and I saw these big hoardings about Mumbai Marathon. So I thought, since I'm from a hill station, and I'm from Kalimpong district of West Bengal in India, it's a hill station. So being from hill station, I thought maybe I can just do half marathon, which is 21 kilometer. So I did the registration, and first half marathon was actually disaster for me. I got very badly injured. After the marathon, I was bedridden. So that's how I started my first half marathon. And later, I got a job in Colgate-Palmolive India Limited as a legal executive. There, I met my coach, Daniel Vaj. So under his proper guidance, I started practicing long distance running and all. So that's how I got into running full marathon, which is 42 kilometer, and running ultra marathons, which is above 50 kilometer and all. So that's how, after moving to Mumbai from my native place, I got introduced to running.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, and now you're back in Kalimpong, which is quite a ways away from Mumbai. You're no longer practicing corporate law. You're practicing kind of general law in your local community. What was the motivation for you to return to your hometown, which, by the way, is in the Mayan foothills?
Yeah, actually, running only brought me back to my native place after almost spending 15 years in Mumbai. I learned a lot. Mumbai gave me so many opportunities to understand about myself, my journey, everything. Many things happened in Mumbai. So I started running very late at the age of 27. So my coach, Daniel Watts, used to keep on telling me that, my biggest benefit is growing up in hills. So that inspired me a lot to support these local kids from Kalimpong, from the hills of Kalimpong and Darjeeling, to participate in marathons all across India. Fortunately, I got opportunity to participate in this program, Landmark Forum. I did self-expression and leadership program, in which I had to take a project which is very, very close to my heart, and it should benefit my community. So I started a project by name Run with Roshni. Actually, Roshni means light. So it means empowering also, and enlightening also. So why enlightening is, I was in Mumbai, so I had to keep on explaining people how I am Indian. Looking at my face, people used to assume if I am from Southeast Asian countries like China, Philippines, and all. I had to keep on explaining how I am Indian. And I belong to a Gorkha community. So our history is very much related with Nepal. But along with the land of Nepal, our ancestors became part of India. It was annexed to India by Britishers when they were ruling India. So we are India, like, we speak Nepali, but we are very proud to be Indian. So there is very, very less awareness among Indians that how Nepali speaking people are Indians, because again, because of the free border between Nepal and India, many people are from Nepal are coming and working in India. So many times I had to explain that I'm not a migrant, I'm very much Indian kind of thing. So Run with Roshni is like, supporting the Gorkha runners from India and representing India, like, in Olympic marathons and big international events, so that we can spread the message we are Gorkhas and proud to be Indian. So with this inspired me to continue with the Run with Roshni project. So since 2012, we have been able to support very strong runners from the hills of Darjeeling and Kalimpong to participate in Mumbai Marathon. Is very big event in India. And marathon, there are several marathons all across India happening. So Run with Roshni Foundation, now it is a registered trust. So we have been supporting all these runners to participate in marathons all across India. So, and we are spreading the message also, we are Gorkhas, proud to be Indian. So this project only inspired me to come back to Kalimpong. So since 2018, I came back to Kalimpong, and I was a corporate lawyer when I was in Mumbai. But now after coming back to Kalimpong, I'm practicing civil criminal in a small place. I cannot just be specific, take a specific subject only, but civil, criminal, matrimonial, all the cases right now I'm taking since 2018. And this project, like now Run with Roshni is a registered trust NGO. So we are doing several projects through it. So all this running only gave me lots of opportunity to explore many things, and running only inspired me to come back to my native place.
That's great.
Yes.
Well, there's a few things I want to explore there. So one,
Yes.
You've got a real commitment to the Gurkha people being known as part of India. And you've also got a commitment to young Gurkha runners arriving on the world stage. There's many places in the world where, because of elevation and multiple generations of people living at high elevation, they kind of have a natural advantage when it comes to distance running. Is that true where you live?
Yes, very true. That our runners, they don't have lots of facilities, being a small place, but their natural talents. Many times, these runners whom we are supporting, they cannot afford to buy a very good pair of running shoes also. Though marathon running is a very, not expensive like other sports. We don't need to learn any new skill. Everybody can run, but we just need to wear a very good pair of running shoes. And many times these runners whom I am supporting, they cannot afford a very good pair of running shoes, and they are not they are not getting trained through coaches, or they don't follow any systematic training schedule as such. They just come and run. We organize Kalimpong half marathon, through which we select top 3 boys, top 3 girls for every year for Mumbai Marathon. And many of them, without training, they can run 21 kilometer in less than 1 hour 30 minutes. Sometimes we get runners doing 21 kilometer in around 1 hour 15 minutes without training. So they have lots of this natural potential, this benefit of growing up in higher altitude. So lots of potential is there, but many times we don't have proper support, proper platform to showcase the talent. So
Well, you said it. Sorry, you said it kind of fast, but I just want to make sure people get. So, without any training, these young runners can run how many kilometers in an hour?
In our around 18 kilometer they can do, because half marathon is 21 kilometer. So
Yeah.
many of them are completing half marathon in 1 hour 15 minutes in an average timing, without training. That is what they are doing right now.
You really have a vision for truly what Gurkha runners could be on the world stage.
Yes.
So
yes.
I have another question, which you provoked. Being a corporate lawyer in Mumbai, the various degrees that you've gotten, you're clearly an ambitious person that took you all the way from your hometown to Mumbai to very great heights. Running brought you back to your hometown. what did you discover in returning for yourself?
Uh, what I have discovered myself is like many times we just follow like what people are doing. So actually doing landmark actually helped me to explore my own self-expression, what really makes me happy. So I understood that like material thing is not what gives me happiness or satisfaction. I just wanted to like follow my passion, which is running, and empower kids. So all about everybody wants to make a difference. All have that feeling to make a difference in society and community. But many times we just like follow the like what everybody is doing. So we forget actually what really makes us happy. So doing this like program from Landmark, self expression and leadership program, it helped me to understand what really makes me happy. So just following like my passion. So it is not only material things which inspires me. So that's how I decided to come back to my native place. It's a small village, and now I'm valuing everything what is there in my village. Before like moving to Mumbai, I used to complain about infrastructure, so many things, like lots of doing small thing is also sometimes it is a challenge. But after spending some time in a big city like Mumbai, I'm appreciating many things which is there in my village.
Mhm. What do you think is opening up for the young runners that you're sending to the marathons in Mumbai and developing, their talent on the global stage? What opportunities are opening up for them that wouldn't be otherwise?
First and foremost, that many young runners whom we have been supporting, they are getting opportunities in getting recruited in army. Like though like Gorkha regiment is there, but getting into that like habit of running regularly and all, it is helping them to get through. And many times, just showing their certificate of running Mumbai Marathon, and also it is giving a big impression to the officer who is taking their interview. So they are getting job opportunities. And I have seen like when these kids are traveling with me to Mumbai just for a 10 days, our travel schedule is there when we are going to participate in any marathon, like maximum 10 days we are traveling. But in 10 days also I see them like their perspective about life is changing. Otherwise in a small place, like there is a very limited job opportunity, and they feel like there is not much of like scope for job, there is no future in a small place kind of thinking is there always. But when they go to Mumbai and they meet different kinds of people, and that experience actually build up their confidence also, and in communication also they are learning so much. And many boys are getting, they have told me who got recruited in army, that the certificate of marathon is helping them to get the job opportunity also. So
Hmm.
this many things are opening up for these young kids.
Wonderful. There's another thing that really motivates you, and you shared this, the Gurkha identity being part of the Indian identity. And I think, many people know that India is a highly multicultural country with many, many different regions. It's but all of which have long cultural histories themselves. Why is it important for you to be recognized as an Indian? And why is it important for the Gurkha people to be recognized as an Indian?
People know that Gorkhas are very like brave community, and there was like in First World War and Second World War, like Gorkha had fought these wars, and they are known as the bravest of the brave community. And many people think that they are from Nepal only, although our history is related with Nepal. But like some part of Nepal was annexed to India by Britishers when British were ruling India. So along with the land, we became a part of India. We speak Nepali and we follow all the cultures like which Nepal follows. But India being a very vast country, people are not aware. And again, people from Nepal can come to India and work from India. Also, people, there is a free border. So which is causing a confusion kind of thing. I stay we are in majority in Darjeeling, Kalimpong. So we don't have such kind of problem when we are in our own place. But when we go to cities, like I spent 15 years in Mumbai, so Mumbai, Delhi, big cities like Bangalore of India, whenever we travel to big cities, there is always we experience this identity crisis. We have to keep on explaining how we are Indian. We speak Nepali, which is already a recognized language under the Constitution of India, and it is one of the languages mentioned in Indian currency also. But still, there is a confusion. People are not aware that how we are Indian, and we are in West Bengal. And in West Bengal, majority of people are Bengali speaking. Only in Darjeeling and Kalimpong, we are Nepali speaking people. So this also causing, when we say West Bengal, people think we should be speaking Bengali. Why Nepali? So this because of all this thing, identity crisis is there, and there is lots of political issue also. There is a demand for a separate state of Gorkha land, within the Union of India. We want to be very much in India, but we want to be separated from West Bengal. So many people have died for this cause of Gorkha land also, but it is political issue. It is not resolved. So through running, my vision is through Run with Roshni, it is enlightening people and empowering Gorkhas. Gorkha are genetically very strong people. They can do very good in sports, especially marathon running. So creating a team of Gorkhas who will represent India in Olympic or international level, and they will be representing India and spreading the message that we are Gorkhas and proud to be Indian. So with this vision, all this running and all this project is going on. So just to empowering Gorkhas and enlightening rest of our Indian brothers
Yeah.
and sisters also. This is the all about. Yeah.
It may be difficult for people who live in a country that is not as diverse. America is very diverse. We have people from all over the world. But linguistically, we basically all speak one language, and wherever you go, you can communicate with people in English. That's not the case in various regions within India. There's many places where people don't speak a national language. They only speak a local language. Is that true where you are?
Yes, that is very true. If you travel to South India, there are there are different states in South India also, and there is different languages. So many times, we think in India only Hindi is popular, but many times we don't find people speaking Hindi in South India. They'll speak their own native language, and we have to communicate with them in English. So Northeast also, Northeast eastern part of India also, there are different states, and there's different languages. So we cannot speak with everybody in Hindi. We have to speak in English. So it's like that in India.
That Brenda asked in the chat is, how has Landmark helped you in your journey? And is there a specific experience that you wish to share?
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, Brinda, for that question. Yeah, before doing Landmark Forum, I was a very, very aggressive person. We say that in Nepali, we don't have a language to scold people. If we are angry, we just bring out kukuri and kind of. So I was that kind of girl. If while walking in the street of Mumbai, people would just look at me and they would pass and comment like, hey, chinky minky, hey, Chinese doll, kind of. They would just shout at me like that. I would go and slap them. That kind of person I was. And after doing Landmark, what I understood is there is a very, they are ignorant. So it's my responsibility to make them understand about how we feel when they are passing on comments like that. So after doing Landmark Forum, what I started doing is, if I have a time, if I am busy, I would just ignore them. But if I have some time, I would go and explain to them, like, how it is making me feel when they are passing on comments. So I try to educate people, like, when they are passing on such comment. And so I started Run with Roshni is all about educating people about our community, and especially, like, from people from Northeast India. Everybody have such kind of experience. So I started explaining to them. So that was a huge shift for me. Without getting angry, without getting agitated, I started explaining to people. So that was the biggest, thing for me after participating in Landmark Forum.
There's a question in the chat from Kishore. How can the rest of India participate in the Run with Roshni Foundation?
So we are organizing this Kalimpong Ultra Marathon since last year. This year we had a second edition. So we have a event like a 90 kilometer, 65 kilometer, 42 kilometer, and 21 kilometer. 4 events in the same day. And for 90 kilometer and 65 kilometer, we are getting the runners from all across India. So when people are coming from all across India, it is helping our local business. We have many small hotels, which is known as homestays in Kalimpong, Pedong area. Pedong is my village, Kalimpong and all. So when people from all across India are coming, this village people are getting the business. And this run, when people from all across India are coming and participating in our event, this is also inspiring our local kids. Many times what happens is, I know since they are from hills and they can easily do 21 kilometer, but again, kind of mindset, I cannot do, self-doubt, lots of things are there. But since we have started organizing this event, and when they see 50 plus, 60 plus runners also doing this event coming from the plains of, plains areas, so they are also getting inspiration, and it is also kind of giving business to our local people. It is helping us to promote our place. We have lots of scope for tourism and all, but our place Kalimpong especially, people know about Darjeeling, but Kalimpong, many people don't know exactly about Kalimpong, though it's a very beautiful place. So when people come and participate in our event, it is helping us to promote our place altogether, and it also supporting Run with Roshni as a whole. Yeah.
So Kishore, come to Kalimpong. That's
yes. You're welcome.
Well, Roshni, I have one last question, which is just if you have your way, if you succeed, what do you envision 20 years from now, when the next generation of runners is putting on their shoes?
Okay. To support this very good runners, till now I have been able to support these runners only to participate in big events like Mumbai Marathon, Hyderabad Marathon, Delhi Marathon, and all. When, for going to these events only, I have been supporting. But if I can support them overall, including their training, diets, nutrition, everything, and putting them together in a academic kind of thing, so regulating their day-to-day training and all such kind of thing, and looking after their education also, so all this kind of overall, taking care of the runners, I would like to do, if I can get enough support. So many times what is happening is, our runners after class 12, they are not being able to support their own education for higher, degree and all. But even then, few runners, 2-3 runners, we have been support their education after class 12 for their college, for getting their degree. But most of the time, they are not pursuing their education after class 12. They are going out and looking for their job and all, because they have to support their family. So if I can support them overall without them worrying about to earn their living after class 12, I would like to do that.
When one of the things that people have an opportunity to do around Landmark is to make bold declarations. Are you willing to make a bold declaration as to when the first Gurkha runner will compete in the Olympics?
10 years from now. Now Paris, then yeah.
All right, good. So it'd probably be 12 years from now because this is a Summer Olympic
Yeah,
year.
12 years from now, yes.
Okay, all right, good.
Third Olympic from now.
All right, good. Well, you heard it here. Roshni, I lied. I have one last question. I just want you to look for a moment. Clearly, I mean, you're full of energy, you're passionate, you're involved in so many things, advocating for people. When you look back, like whenever it's your time and you look back, what do you want your legacy to be?
I would like people to remember me as somebody who really empowered them to do what they were really passionate about. I really want to, inspire people to live the same way I have been able to do. Growing up in a small village, going to Mumbai, and the kind of life with freedom I have been living. I really want every girl to look up to me and get inspired to live life without having any baggage, live life to the fullest. So they should get inspiration. That's what I think. They should remember me like that. They should get
Wonderful.
inspiration.
Well, Roshni, it's really, really a pleasure and a privilege to have you here with us today. And I really, really thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It is really big thing for me to get this opportunity. Yeah, thank you.